everybody a little bit of an update on my last video, kind of a follow-up video, some of the projects I've got going in the shop. Had an interesting conversation with Eric Weingardner from Weingardner Cylinder Heads on Friday. He brought a head down to get repaired. We had a very good conversation about businesses and what the industry's doing. So I'll go into all of that, but I thought I'd kind of go around and show you what I got going on in the shop, update you on some things, and we'll go from there. So here is a small block Ford I'm doing for a customer, nitrous motor. We're just waiting, get up here where you can see. Just waiting for some push rods and a couple other pieces, and we're going to put this in on the dyno. I probably ought to do a dyno video, at least on this one or one of the others. Over here I have a small block Chrysler 340 motor for a vintage road race car that I'm doing. It's good rods in it. It's got good custom pistons. I got a good set of rods. You know, gonna be a nice piece. Also over here, let's see what I got. This is a small block Ford that I'm doing for, get it up here. Small block Ford I'm doing for a customer. Another vintage road race car. It's got all good parts in it. Should be a pretty nice piece. Go kind of through the shop here, and I don't know if I've really ever done a shop tour, kind of a workbench here. A little 4-cylinder deal that I'm doing for a customer that there'll be a video out, hopefully, I think probably this week on it. The 30 machine, grinding cabinet, rod hone, mill I have. It's a conversational CNC deal, or you can use it as a manual mill. Bought a new lathe here recently. Quite an upgrade from what I had. We have, this is our balancer here. As you notice, I keep everything kind of covered up. Keep it from getting dirty. Try to keep the shop as clean as possible. We have our boring bar here. And we've got our hone here. This is the block for the car show motor that I'm doing. We're gonna have next year that I'm giving away. I've got this one side roughed in on the cylinders. I gotta go back and check the finish on that, and I'll probably have a video up on it in a week or so. Surfacer over here. Got a head on the surfacer right now. Update that. We've got a rod machine here. The welder I use to do all my head repair work. This is the cylinder head that Eric brought down. That's going to be a minor repair job. The guide's all distorted in it. Pretty good. Put 2 seats, a guide, weld this up, rough it back in, and he's going to finish up the valve job and surface it and all that. But I'll get it all roughed in for him where it's nice. He doesn't have a lot of work on it to do. Go over to the other side. This is where my dyno is in cleaning area. Been working on upgrading the dyno. A lot of people, I've done a few videos over here, but this is a Land and Sea dyno, which they've been bought up and basically is no longer in business. So a friend of mine's been coming out and helping me build some fixture for it, and it's going to be a little bit different than probably a lot of stuff. We got our box mounted from the ceiling. It'll swing, get back here, it'll swing in and out like so. Pivots. We built a pretty unique little bracket bolts to the wall, so it'll swing back out of the way, so It's not in the way when you're taking motors off and on. We put, get it over here. I mounted, they didn't come with this box, I did that. We've got these little panels for all the EGTs and some other probes to put in. On there, there's kind of the fuel system setup that I run on most that use an electric pump of any kind. That's kind of pretty much what I've got going in the shop. My cam straightening fixture, I got to move my cookies off here. This is a hardness tester I use quite a bit. Check the camshafts. Every camshaft I get, I check. Anybody looking for a camshaft, I would suggest getting a hold of Danny Powell Machine. I've had him do several for me. Small company, and that's one thing I'm going to talk about a little bit more on this video, is about the condition of the market and what's happening to the small machine shops. So stay with me. When Eric was here, we were talking about the shops around and about one-man and two-man shops trying to get started these days. You just don't see that happening like it used to. I don't know if there's not enough interest for the younger guys to get involved. And I mean, you have to have a passion to do this business, and you're not going to get rich doing it. You have to sacrifice a lot to do this. You really have to enjoy doing it. You can make decent money doing it, but the price of the equipment, trying to get started, there's clientele out there. You'd have to work awful hard to get it. That's kind of some of the stuff we talked about. The other part was all these companies getting bought up by private equity companies and combined, and everything changing as far as personnel. Some of the quality is not there. Time frame to get parts has really been difficult. You can get junk stuff is out there, but to get American made or quality parts, it's getting more difficult all the time. That's why I bought the Rockwell hardness tester, so I could check hardness on parts. The cam checking deal from Performance Trend, bought that so I could keep an eye on my camshaft stuff. I really learned a lot since I bought that, as far as what kind of quality of consistency you get in a camshaft. One thing I have seen, there's only a couple places around you can really get a quality camshaft from. Danny Powell is one of those places that you can get a quality camshaft. I've got, I believe, 3 from him, and I check every one of them, and they're on the money. So yes, he does a quality job. I don't care what anybody says. I'm very satisfied with his stuff. One other update, some of you have known I've tried to pass some legislation at the Capitol here in Oklahoma, and I spent 3 years off and on quite a bit at the Capitol trying to get it done. Had some support, but the special interest groups pretty much shut it down, and it didn't get through the last legislative session. I've got heavily involved in politics now, which is probably not a good thing. I learned a lot of things that I probably wish I wouldn't have learned, but I can't say that. It's probably good that I've learned them, how things actually work. I've got a lot more support this year. I've got a lot of different things involved in trying to get this done. There's been a lot of new people elected here at the Capitol in Oklahoma. So I think, hopefully this year I can get this thing pushed through. It was a patient's bill of rights, and anybody around the country that thinks they have any rights when they go in the hospital is totally fooled, because you do not have any rights when you go in the hospital. They post something on their website that says Patient's Bill of Rights. The only reason that is posted is because CMS, which is Medicare, Medicaid, requires them to post that, and they do not have to honor that. So it's a very difficult situation. There's a lot of money involved in that. So it's going to be a tough fight, but I'm game for it. You might say I'm kind of the foolish guy that won't give up, or I don't know if you call it foolish, but hard-headed. But I'm not going to give up. I'm going to start again when session begins, and I've got a whole new game plan and got some other people involved, so we'll see how it goes. I'll probably do some updates here and there. I know you don't watch my channel to learn about politics, but I had some people ask, and I'd done a couple of videos on some stuff about it. Jackie and Chief had posted a deal, so I just thought I'd kind of give it a little bit of an update. I appreciate everybody watching, and hopefully I'll have a couple other machining videos up that I'm just about done with the work on those. And I've got a V6 balance job I'll do for some customers and show you all how that works. Any other suggestions that people want to see, please let me know. I hate to keep recording, doing cylinder head repair work. If that's what you want, I'll keep doing them as I get cylinder heads into repair. But just give me some ideas and I'll see what I can do with them, and try to give you all some interesting content. I appreciate everybody watching. Have a good week, and hope to hear some comments from you. Thank you.